To start, we have an 8x8 baking dish lined with parchment. Lining with parchment will help you. Add 1 stick of unsalted butter and place this into your 425-degree preheated oven so that it can start melting while you're putting everything together. We need 2 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour. To that we will add 1 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/3 cup of packed light brown sugar. Now mix that together. Break up all the lumps in your brown sugar. Now we have 1 1/3 to 1 1/2 cups of whole milk. Now you may not need all of it. That's the reason I have a variation in measurements. Start with 1 cup and you can add from there. Now you just want to start mixing that in. Now when it looks like this and it's not fully mixed in, you want to add in 3 medium chopped apples that you have peeled that are chopped kind of medium small. You can use whatever variety you like. These are golden delicious. The reason you want to put them in now is that way they can get coated with some of that dry flour and not sink to the bottom. Now we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Around 1 cup of milk. It's still not loose enough. For butterscotch biscuits, you want your batter to be loose. Not runny loose, but you want it to be very sticky. So I'm adding just a little bit more. That is exactly where you want it. You want a nice goopy batter. Now our butter is melted and you want to pour your batter in. Now you want to spread it out to all corners. And if that butter swells up over top of your dough, that's what you want it to do. You want to score your biscuits into 9 biscuits. You don't have to do this, but it makes it much easier later. It also helps the butter to seep down between every biscuit. Now you want to pop these into a 425-degree preheated oven until they are no longer doughy. Now that your biscuits are in the oven, you want to start making your caramel sauce, because you have to have caramel sauce to make these caramel apple. So you want to start by melting a 1/2 stick of butter, unsalted butter. Now our butter's melted and we are going to add a 1/2 cup of packed light brown sugar. Now you want to stir this in completely and let it cook for about 1 minute so that your sugar has time to dissolve. You want to stir it constantly. Okay, now your sugar is completely melted and we are going to add a little pinch of salt and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. Now you want to stir that in until it's all incorporated together. And you want to bring it up to a boil, which will be very easy because hot sugar comes to a boil very easily. Once it comes to a good boil, like it is right now, you want to boil it for 2 minutes. Do not stir. Now this is boiled for 2 minutes, and now you need to let it sit and cool down a little while your biscuits are baking, because it will thicken up during that time. And you want it to thicken up just a little bit more, and as it cools, it will thicken. These beauties are out of the oven and they've baked for between 25 and 30 minutes. Now you want to go back over your cuts before you add the glaze, because you want the glaze to seep down between each biscuit. That's what's going to make it caramel apple. Now we are going to spoon our glaze over. You can do it decoratively or you can just pour it. Put on as much or as little as you like, whatever cranks your director. The leftovers of this caramel sauce can be put in the refrigerator and allowed to get cold, and you can use it just for a good caramel sauce.
And look at these beautiful caramel apple butterscotch biscuits. And initially you're gonna need a fork for them, just to be honest with you, because they're just gonna be a little warm and there'll be too much. But it's well worth it, I promise you. And I haven't even tasted it yet, but we're gonna find out. God. Oh, so good. Caramel apple biscuit. It's a caramel apple butterscotch biscuit, folks. Tasty, delicious, wonderful, outstanding, and really, truly, should never doubt it, because you know what? Angela Kay, she can really cook, y'all.